Hi, I'm Tatiana, your meditation guide here at Brush and Breath. And for all of my sensitive strivers and creative souls out there, this channel is your quiet room on the internet. And today we'll spend some time with an inner child, but we'll approach it a little differently. We're not going to search for a particular image of a child inside of you. We're also not trying to go into dig deep through the past or try to heal everything at once. Instead, we'll work with what Buddhist psychology might call saṅkhāras, also known in Sanskrit as saṅkhāras, or your conditioned patterns. And by the way, we all have them. It could be old impressions, certain protective habits, emotional reflexes, mental reflexes, a myriad of ways our bodies and minds learn to respond, perhaps long time ago. Maybe there is a part of you that may have learned how to please, a part of you that may have learned how to hide, part of you that may have learned how to perform or achieve something or stay useful or stay quiet or stay good boy or girl. And yeah, these patterns were simply shaped by conditions at that time. Maybe something was rewarded at that time. Maybe something was plain unsafe. Maybe love required you to perform. So in this particular meditation, we're not treating the inner child as a character in a movie. We're meeting a conditioned pattern in the body. A pattern that may still be trying to protect you or take care of you. Could be a pattern that may still believe it has to work very hard to keep you safe or simply keep you included. And in the next half an hour or so, we're going to invite just one pattern for today. One pattern that is ready to be met. And you can always return to this meditation another time, to meet another pattern and to keep going. But today we'll keep it simple. And as always, there's nothing that needs to be forced or rushed here. If anything feels too intense, you can simply get up, open your eyes, look around the room, maybe feel your feet on the ground, or simply return to the breath. You're in charge of the space, today and always. And again, this is a practice of meeting our suffering with compassion and awareness. We're not fixing, we're not judging, we're not becoming lost in the past. We're simply turning towards one old pattern and letting it know. I see now how hard you've been trying, and you do not have to keep doing this alone. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position and we'll begin. So again, begin by finding a position that feels particularly steady for you. You can certainly sit upright in your meditation posture, but you can also lie down. You're going to have one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, or both hands resting naturally. And let this be a supportive position that lets your body know, I'm here now. And if it feels comfortable and all, close your eyes. Or you can keep them slightly open, gazing towards the floor. Begin by feeling your body as it is today. Your present-day adult body. Not the body from memory, not the body as a project, Simply this body, here and now. Now we'll feel the points of contact. Maybe it's your feet touching the floor, legs touching the chair or bed, your hips supported, your hands resting. And take a slow breath in and a long breath out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And a few more times at your own pace. Once you feel complete, let the breath return to its own natural rhythm. No need to control it. No need to become especially calm. Just let breathing happen. Feel the weight of your whole body. Feel the support beneath the body. You're here. Now gently let your mind receive this idea. Some of our emotional reactions, even the strongest ones, are just conditioned patterns, formations, impressions, mental and emotional grooves shaped by causes and conditions. It's like a path worn into the grass. At first, maybe there was no path at all, but someone walked that way once, then again, then many, many times. And over time, the earth remembered. In the same way, the mind and body learn these paths. If love felt uncertain, a past may have formed around people-pleasing. If criticism felt dangerous, a past may have formed around perfection. If your needs were too much for caretakers, a past may have formed around hiding. If chaos was common, a path may have formed around staying alert. And if belonging felt conditional, a path may have formed around performing. And these paths are not shameful. They are simply the marks of adaptation. Your body learned, your mind learned. Some patterns were formed to protect you, some formed to help you belong. Some were formed to help you get love or simply remain connected. And they all began as attempts to help. So today we're not attacking the old pattern. We're simply turning towards it with loving awareness. We're simply noticing, this is that path that I learned to walk. And now gently ask yourself, what is that one younger pattern in me that's asking to be seen right now? Let something simple come forward. Maybe it's a pattern of pleasing, the part that tries to read everyone's mood, the part that becomes agreeable before it even knows what it wants. Maybe it's a pattern of hiding, the part that makes itself small, the part that learns not to take too much space. Or maybe it's a pattern of performing, the part that tries to be impressive, always productive, or simply good enough. Maybe it's a pattern of bracing, the part that is always waiting for something to go wrong. Or it could be any other pattern that comes to mind from that younger part of you. And let that one pattern step forward. And once you sense into it, you don't need to name it or define it perfectly. You might simply feel, this one, this old way, this familiar feeling. And let it be here for a bit. Not overwhelming or dysregulating. Just close enough for us to notice. Imagine that this pattern does not have to stand here in the spotlight and be judged. It can sit somewhere at the edge of the room, It can be known gently and patiently. It can have its own space for as long as it needs. Now begin to feel this pattern on the body, not as a long explanation or a story, but simply a sensation. If this is a pattern of pleasing, where does pleasing live in your body? Maybe in a forced smile, the tight throat, the chest constantly leaning forward. And if this is a pattern of hiding, where does hiding live? Maybe in the shoulders curled in, the belly tightening, the breath becoming shallow. And if this is a pattern of performing, where does performing live? Maybe in the forehead, in a stiff posture, the subtle feeling of being watched by someone. And if this is a pattern of bracing, where does bracing occur? Maybe in the lower belly, the back, the hands. And if this is a pattern of disappearing, where does disappearing live? Maybe as numbness or coldness. Maybe a sense of floating away. Or difficulty feeling the body at all. Whatever pattern you choose, feel its body shape. No need to understand everything. Just notice. Could be pressure or tightness, numbness or buzzing. Just stay with it. And this is how the past often lives nowadays. Not only or not as a memory, but as a posture, as breathing, as reflexes, as a way the body prepares for something. Bring a soft attention to the place where this pattern lives. Not as interrogation, not as fixing, more like simply letting it know, I see you. Let the sensation be known again and again. Let it have all the time and space it needs. Let it be a pattern, held in a wide, open, present-day awareness. Now ask gently, what strategy did this pattern learn? Did it learn to please? To keep others comfortable? To sense what people wanted before you asked what you wanted? Did it learn to hide? To keep your longings and desires private? Did it learn to perform? To become special somehow? Did it learn to brace? To expect disappointments? To stay ready for criticism? Or did it learn to disappear? To leave your own body? Or to merge with others? And again, let it be simple. One pattern, one response, one strategy. We're focusing on one thing for right now. Now take a careful look. What was this pattern trying to protect? Maybe it was protecting a sense of belonging to a home, to a family. Maybe a sense of basic physical safety. Maybe the hope of being chosen. See if you can sense the intelligence inside the pattern. Even if it no longer fits into your life, at some point you may have been trying to help. A protective pattern is like a big old guard at the gate. Tired, loyal, still watching the road, still listening for dangers. But we do not shame the guard for all the service. We do not rip away its armor. Instead, we come closer, slowly, with respect. And we say thank you. I honestly see how hard you've been working. Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for helping me survive what I did not yet know how to hold. Thank you for doing your best with the conditions you were given. And notice what happens in the body when you say this. Maybe something releases, or maybe something resists, or maybe nothing moves. And all of it is okay. We're simply making contact. We're simply witnessing. And now sense the present-day body again. Your adult body. The body that is here now. The body that is supported, still, and steady. Feel the age you are now. The wisdom you have gathered. All the ways you have grown. You do not have to feel all put together. Just sense that there is some older part of you now that can notice a pattern. Some sense of awareness that is larger than the pattern. Some warmth and some steadiness that can simply sit beside it. And imagine adult awareness sitting beside this younger conditioning. Not towering over it, not lecturing it, not trying to rescue it. Just sitting beside it, quiet, warm, and available. Like sitting beside a small flame in a quiet room. You don't need to make it bigger. You do not need to put it out. You simply cup your hands around it so it doesn't have to fight the wind alone. Let adult awareness say this to this younger pattern. I'm here now with you. You don't have to do this all alone. You don't have to keep earning your safety. And if the pattern doesn't believe you, that's also okay. All patterns don't always soften immediately. A path that's been worn into the grass doesn't disappear in one afternoon. So we do not demand trust. We offer consistency. We offer presence. We offer one moment of not abandoning this place in ourselves. And say inwardly, I will not leave you alone with this. I will sit beside you. And rest here for a bit. Adult awareness beside younger conditioning. Present day body beside the smaller old pattern. And now, if it feels appropriate, invite the pattern to soften, not disappear, not transform completely. Just soften a bit. And if the pattern is hiding, perhaps it can fill the room 1% more. If the pattern is performing, perhaps it can release the clenching by 1%. And if the pattern is bracing, perhaps it can let the belly soften, or let the whole body soften, just by 1%. And then 1% is enough for now. And feel your whole body. Notice if there are any other places that want to soften. Let the breath touch that place gently. And again, not to erase it, not to fix it. Just to let it know that something is different now. And let the old pattern receive only what it can receive today. There is no pressure. There is no performative feeling. And if nothing softens, so let's go today. Let that be included too. The practice itself is that you turn towards sensation with warmth and compassion instead of shame. Now gently begin to let the image of the pattern, the image of the adult self, the younger self, soften into the background. And return to the feeling of the body in the room, sitting in the chair or lying there. Feel your hands, your feet, the support beneath you. And notice how you're not only this pattern, you're also the awareness that can know this pattern, the heart that can meet it, the life that is larger than this one old strategy. And there is a certain kind of dignity in seeing clearly. There is dignity in returning to yourself. And let the body receive that dignity. Like a quiet uprightness inside. A sense of, yeah, I can meet what was conditioned at a certain time. And I can walk a new path. Now take a slow breath in. And a long breath out. Begin to notice the room, the sounds, the lights, the air. Begin to invite small movements, your fingers, toes, perhaps a soft roll of the shoulders. And if your eyes are still closed, let them open slowly. And you can come back to this meditation again. Another day, you can meet another pattern. But today you already met one, and you met it with awareness. You met it with compassion and steadiness. Thank you for practicing with me today. And if this helped, inhale once and tap subscribe so we can sit together again. And I'll see you next time.